in the managed decline of the Church of England features a white female archdeacon who has openly called for anti-whiteness and the smashing of the patriarchy. The tweet in question went viral, and the woman received thousands of outraged responses. But what would cross the mind of a woman who believes herself to be a priest to tweet the words, and I quote, "So, yes, let's have anti whiteness and let's smash the patriarchy"? Why would she tweet that in the first place? Renowned historian Giles Udy calls this Marx 3.0, but it doesn't matter what you label it. Neo Marxism, woke, feminism, liberalism, it all adds up to the same idea: cultural subversion designed to poison society and disrupt our way of life. This is an institutional problem. The Church of England is always talking about institutional problems it purports to have, such as institutional racism, institutional sexism, institutional transphobia, institutional homophobia, and more recently, institutional Islamophobia, which is not a thing, by the way. But it always fails to talk about the real problem that's gripping the established church at present, which, of course, is institutional Marxism. Previously on this show, we have exposed the Church of England recruiting an officer for deconstructing whiteness. Now, these anti-white jobs are being advertised for double the salary of a priest at a time when there is a shortage of priests and churches are closing as a result. There is somehow always more money in the coffers for virtue signaling. Let us not get started on the £100 million reparations fund either, that's being pushed now up to £1 billion because enough is never enough. It's beyond cliche at this point to ask, what if the shoe was on the other foot? What if someone said, let's have anti-blackness? Because, of course, people would rightly be in uproar. The Marxists have been so busy infiltrating every institution, including the church, that a lot of people no longer see white as just a description of an immutable characteristic. It's not just a skin color anymore, it's a personality trait. Whiteness means being punctual, speaking properly, dressing well, and essentially having high standards and expectations. The truth of the matter is that those who attribute basic civility to whiteness are unwittingly letting the rest of us know that they're racist. They're showing us how racist they are. When they talk about white superiority being a problem, they're telling the truth. It's their own projection of white superiority. They see people with brown skin as tardy, untidy, unable to speak properly, dress properly, or engage in civil society. And in order to bring about equality or equity, they want white people to stop being so superior. It's a race to the bottom, an argument for the lowest common denominator, and it is absolutely steeped in old-fashioned racism. The liberal progressive types who subscribe to Marxism 3.0 do not believe in racial equality. They do not believe in the teachings of St. Paul in his epistle to the Galatians, or of there being neither Jew nor Greek. What they teach is that white people are superior, everyone else is inferior, and that it is unfair for white people to maintain their superiority. For us to live in a more diverse, inclusive, and equitable society, we must be anti-white. Let's have anti-whiteness, they say. But this poison is not entirely cultural. The purpose is not just to overthrow capitalism. The purpose of Marxism is to attack God himself. God is our patriarch. God is the archetype of the patriarchy. He asks us to refer to him as God the Father. He provides for us. He protects us. He sets boundaries for us. He loves us unconditionally even when we stray from his laws. God's kingdom is a patriarchy. Jesus Christ rules from a throne at the right hand of God the Father. Jesus Christ is the King of kings and Lord of lords. The angels and saints in heaven live in perpetual praise and worship of God. Freedom to a Christian is submission to God, submission to the patriarchy. Not only is God our patriarch and his kingdom a patriarchy, but God revealed himself to us through patriarchies too. His patriarchs include Adam, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, and of course Judah. Much like when Islamists yell Allahu Akbar before blowing themselves up, When feminists screech, "Smash the patriarchy," they are launching an attack on God. These are not the words of a minister of Christ working in the church of God for the greater glory of God. These are the words of Satan. So let us not have any more anti-whiteness. Let us stop obsessing over meaningless melanin count, and let us remember our identities are rooted in Christ. Let us not smash the patriarchy anymore either. Let us thank God for his great wisdom, and most importantly, let us restore the patriarchy. Thank you for watching my Common Sense Crusade. If you'd like to watch the whole show, you can subscribe to lotuseaters.com for as little as £5 per month, and then you get access to a bank of content as well. My show is 3 p.m. every Thursday. See you there. Deus Vult.